Well, Jerry Jones is proposing an 18-game schedule. You know, the NFL is just having a bonanza of financial success, having expanded the playoffs. That was item one. Going to the 17th game, that's item two. And now there's a push to go to an 18-game schedule. I don't know how the Players Association can accept an 18-game schedule, knowing the terrible price, the physical beating players take over the course of a regular season. And this year, we had 32 major injuries at quarterback. There's only 32 teams in the league. Some teams had 4 quarterbacks had to play this year because their guys kept getting hurt. I don't know how you rationalize an 18-game schedule with the roster the way it's constructed. I know the flip side of that is there's a lot more money. It's going to come from an 18-game schedule, and the Players Association and the players are going to share with that next truckload that backs up full of dollar bills. But what about the wear and tear factor on players? I don't know where this is going to go. Jerry Jones is projecting an 18-game schedule, reduce preseason to just 2 games. I don't know if that's doable. There's an awful lot of conversation about what is roughing the quarterback. It's gone on for probably the last 3 years. Now they are discussing the use of instant replay as to whether or not that was a blow to the quarterback's head, whether it was accidental or whether it was intentional. Did he graze his face mask? Did he hit his face mask? Was it helmet to helmet? Instant replay could help solve that. And what one of the things the competition committee is looking at, it'll be discussed going towards the spring meeting, is whether or not we invoke a instant replay challenge where a coach on the sideline now has the ability that my quarterback got hit in a helmet. You didn't throw a flag. I'm challenging that call. Now, they're not going to allow instant replay every time a quarterback gets hit. It's probably got to come from a coach's challenge. I think that's good for the game because there are still an awful lot of hits on quarterbacks. Some of them accidental. Guys get blocked into them. Some of them obviously are intentional. So keep an eye on that one. This discussion is now 5 years in the making. Hire an official that's a sky judge. He becomes the 8th official as part of the game day crew, but he has the ability in the box, in the press box, to intercede, to help the referee and to tell the referee, this is what I saw, this is what you got to do. Pick up this flag or throw this flag after the fact. Sky judge has really become a sticking point argument around the National Football League. And then we have what I'm going to call the San Francisco rule, the emergency quarterback rule. Right now, your game day roster is 46. You can have 2 quarterbacks on it. You could have 3 if you really want to dress 3, but you'll be short in special teams, etc. What they're proposing by virtue of what happened to the 49ers will be 3 quarterbacks can suit up. The only time the third guy can play is if 1 and 2 are gone from the game, and you can't put those other guys back in. So we would not have a 49er crisis situation as we did in the playoffs. John, those are the rules. What are you voting on?
I kind of like some of these ideas. The whole notion of carefully defining the roughing the passer, I think, is an important thing that they have to clarify. The sky judge, I think, is a good one as well. But the one about the 18-game season, I'm trying to figure this out because back in the day, the Super Bowl used to be in early to mid-January. Now, here we are going to have the Super Bowl in mid-February. I mean, if they add this 18th game, I mean, we're getting close to moving the Super Bowl into March Madness.
Yeah, but gas used to be 18 cents a gallon when I was a kid growing up. Things do change.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think it's so much a calendar of events. Remember, the preseason will be shortened because there'll only be 2 preseason games. So I just don't know from a wear and tear body issue how this works for the players, unless the players will just say, I'll take another payday. But the cost that's being extracted physically on football players right now, to me, it's beyond imagination. So that's what the competition committee is going to look at.